Hello, everyone, and welcome to the fourth episode of We Rise podcast. We Rise is all about wellness, and this podcast brings in one more coach with us today who is big time into wellness. So, welcome, Medha. She is among India's top 12 spiritual coach. She is a lawyer, she is an author, and she runs an anti-depression squad team where they have trained more than 1,000 people till date. Welcome, Medha, and I'm so excited to have you today here.
Thank you, Nidhi, for inviting me here.
Great, great. So, Medha, spirituality, you are a spiritual coach. What made you, get into this direction of spiritual coaching? What is it that inspires you in this field?
Okay, basically, spirituality is very, very important for every one of us, especially in the 21st century. There, where mental peace is like very weak. No one have mental strength these days, right? So, spirituality is very important these days, and no one is aware of the spirituality much. Basically, spirituality is laws of God. God made the laws, and we interpreted that according to our needs, according to our convenience, and everything. God made something else, and now we are aware of something else. So, of course, by generation to generation, laws have changed according to the desire and wishes, everything. So, basically, with spirituality, I want to explain the exact God laws, what God have made the laws and everything, and how to be in peace, how to gain peace and everything. So, what I do is in spirituality is all about it.
Okay, great, great. So, if I, as a layman, have to interpret spirituality, what should I understand from this word spirituality as such? For me, if I have to practice spirituality, what that would one thing be that I need to do every day?
First of all, you have to understand what are the laws of God, and if after understanding also we don't implement in our lives, so we have to implement in our lives. So by practicing only we can implement, not in a day or in a day or two. So basic thing of spirituality is of course meditation. We have to meditate daily. Minimum it can be 1 minute, 2 minutes. We have to detach from the world, and we have to be our own. It can be with the help of music or some, it can be with something like music or anything else. So basic thing of that is medication, and after medication, by practicing you have to know the God of laws and everything.
Okay. You are mentioning the laws of God, several times. Would you like to explain what is this law of God's?
Okay, so God made some laws that time, of course, when spirituality was 99% people knows the spirituality. So basically, how I got to know the laws of God is there is an automatic handwriting. Automatic handwriting is for example, now I'm writing, that is not automatic. At that I'm writing from my brain, right? So automatic is only in this world, only 7 people are there who are aware of the automatic handwriting. What is that? They meditate and they write, they sit like this, and they keep writing, and that is automatic handwriting. They don't know what they are writing. That is automatic handwriting, and in this world 7 to 9 people are have the power of this. So basically that is they write the laws of God. And in that what we say satyug or something, that time, so there were crores of people aware of automatic writing. Now there are only left with we are left with only 7. So before that 7 dies, because 7 are also more than 60 to 70 years old, or maybe, so before that 7 dies, we all should be aware of the laws of God. So laws of God are basically about hell and heaven, why good people die soon, why bad people die late, and all these things, and how to gain a peace, and if someone is scolding someone else, or so how to drink that thing. Yeah, many more things related to that. So basically, in short, how to gain a peace in that.
I think, this is a complicated, thing. And to me, it's very difficult to comprehend because I'm from a background who understands logic. I'm very, very analytical and I need logics in, whatever I do or whatever I like. So this, what you're saying, the laws of God, automatic handwriting, somewhat sounds illogical. Would you like to explain? And how can we balance out that thing with logic, if at all it is possible?
Yeah, right. It seems illogical because in this world only nine people knows this, right? And we are trying to understand what is that exactly, what is that, and how like automatic writing take place into the writing and everything. So this is, so why this seems illogical because we are in this world, we are going into practical thing, more practicality, more like logic things and everything, and that is also important. But how to gain a peace, like why are spiritual people are gaining peace? There is some reason, of course, like if we talk about Brahma Kumaris and every those, and if you have ever heard that they are very peaceful person, like their logics are like very genuine and everything, so that is because of only automatic handwriting. So basically automatic handwriting is like they explain us like how to like live a life peacefully. This is only the spirituality have made, like what is spirituality exactly, what is the meaning of that, like how to live a life peacefully. So it have written in automatic handwriting, and that is like how much person this is true, or the this is like all about the belief only, ki how we are believing that or something, because we are not believing that in this world. We are more into logics and everything, but if we need peace and we need many like more harmonies and everything, so like at least we have to listen everything. So after that, if we are not believing now, like for example, I was listening to all these things, maybe I'm not believing being a lawyer and everything, but वो चीजें मुझे अच्छी लगने लगी and I adapted that thing. So if you are not believing, at least आप अगर नहीं आपको believe हो रहा तो at least सुन के अगर आपको अच्छी लग रही है, so maybe you will adapt that thing and maybe your life will get changed. So everyone like who is into spirituality, their life have changed, right? So maybe उन्होंने वो चीज मानी, maybe उन्होंने वो logic सही नहीं समझा या whatever, but their life have changed. So I think this is more important than everything.
Right. So, I mean, for me, spirituality, because I have also practiced it over the last 2 years and I have learned a lot about meditation, mindfulness practices. For me, it's mind, body, and soul. And what I tried to, bring in the logic in spirituality for me was to understand the science behind how meditation works. So, if in meditation you have to do deep breathing, then I understood that deep breathing because it just goes into your brain again and it calms you down. The moment you start deep breathing, your amygdala in your midbrain starts calming down. And if you are physically active, then the sugar in the blood, it goes down. And that is why I thought, okay, so this is the relation between being mindful and science, and maybe this is why I should adopt it. So I just tried to find the logic there also, and that is why I'm trying to ask you about the logic in spirituality, about
Okay,
what
so
you are talking.
for meditation, like if we talk about spirituality, meditation के उस पे concept पे, so that is like कि अगर आप detach होते हैं for 5 minutes, मतलब सबसे, that is also kind of meditation. अगर आप जैसे for example हम बहुत सारे लोगों के साथ बैठे हैं, we are getting frustrated, we need peace, we can do meditation at that time also. So basically if you are detaching with everyone, if it can be your kids, husband or everything, so 5 minutes के लिए if you are detaching, so you can regain your power of doing work or something. Like for example अभी आप office work कर रहे हैं, right? You need अभी नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, like you are exhausted or everything, so अगर आप अभी meditate करते हैं, so if you will come back to your desk, so you can like continue, because it's all about detachment also. मतलब if we talk about the spirituality sense, so अगर 5 minutes के लिए भी detach होते हैं, that is also kind of meditation only.
Right. So, I mean, this brings to my next question. I mean, how can one, bring in spirituality in the corporate world? How is it going to make an impact if the corporate world is ready to accept it?
Okay, so in spirituality, we teach like discipline, first of all, and how to cope up patiently with your clients and everything. If you are dressed well, you are educated, you are everything, but you are talking very like impatiently, like अब ये करना है करो, ये नहीं करना है करो, ऐसे करना है करो. So of course, client will not come. अगर आप जितनी मर्जी टॉप की फर्म है, टॉप की कंपनी है, it can be anything. So basically, corporate world में how can we relate spirituality is we have to talk patiently. अगर वो client हमारा बन भी रहा है, नहीं भी बन रहा है, that client is like waste, even the client is wasting our time also. We have to talk politely first of all, and discipline is very important. So with spirituality, even I was also not a disciplined person before that, but with spirituality 6 a.m. means 6 a.m. not 6-1 also. It will also feel like you I have wasted my 1 minute. So it created discipline. अगर discipline आ रहा है तो आपका सारा पूरे दिन का corporate world में, या it can be a personal life also, तो सारा आपका काम खत्म हो रहा है timely and frustration नहीं आ रही है, तो basically जो depression के one of the reasons is कि you are not completing your work timely, so you are getting depressed and you are shouting at your kids and your husband or your brother, anyone, like any of your relation, right? So in corporate world, yeah, so spirituality is helping like for the discipline first of all, and for the discipline there is a one more like point, like daily planner. You should plan regularly a day before, like for example for tomorrow I'm writing my that planner. Next day I don't have to think yaar wo bhi karna tha, wo bhi karna tha, wo bhi karna tha. So this is also the part of the discipline, the daily planner. So without any fail I write like my daily planner even on my Sundays also. The Sundays are like off days, but even on my Sundays also, ताकि मैं कुछ भूलूं ना. So that's why I never get frustrated, because everything is like on its place.
Yeah, I completely, align with that, because I also started, following a daily plan, and I also launched this Think Plan Act daily planner, which is about, time zoning your day and planning it a
Right.
day in advance. And then also it has a section where you can reflect how your day was by, what did you learn through the day? What was the achievement of the day?
Right,
So
right.
I mean, and it has a water tracker also, and you also keep a track of top 3 priorities of your day. So this is something which has completely changed my life, and I
Yeah.
thought that I need to make it into a product so that people understand the value of planning. And I always do it a day before, because once you go to sleep, your subconscious mind starts working on your planner that you have
Right.
made, and it prepares you for the next day. And I want each and every person to understand how strong and how powerful this simple technique is, and start following it in their life. I think that could be the beginning of spirituality for them, to be
Right.
honest.
Actually, this is the first step for the discipline life. Discipline life. First step, the planner. We will never get
Absolutely.
frustrated with that.
Absolutely. I mean, there is just so much stress around, especially post pandemic. People have been scared. They have been, in that unsafe zone all the time, thinking about future and their safety, and
Right,
so
right.
many things that might happen, health wise, family wise, business wise, money wise. So I mean, stress is something which is completely permeated now in our system.
Right.
And I would really like you to tell the audience what they can do to manage their stress through, practicing spirituality.
To manage this, first of all, you have to like practice the discipline, right? As we told, like for with the daily planners or something, so 50% of the stress will like vanish, right? So after that, after writing that, like you have to plan a day before that, acha ye karna hai a meeting, so with whom and how, and uska like agenda and content, everything you have to get prepared, maybe in your mind, right? So after that, if you switch apart from that meditation, apart from that meditation, you have to like be patient, you have to like prepare. Like for example, एक meeting से पहले we think यार इससे meeting करनी पड़ेगी, I can't do that, मेरे को stress हो रहा है. अगर इस mentality के साथ you will do the meeting, of course नहीं होगी. अगर हम it's okay, this is a part of the life, अगर हम ये कन्वर्सेशन अपने साथ करेंगे बिफोर द पर्टिकुलर मीटिंग, तो ऑफ कोर्स हम विद अ स्माइल उनको ग्रीट करेंगे एंड सब कुछ, तो ऑफ कोर्स मीटिंग विल डू गुड. अब हम खुद ही वाइब्स दे रहे हैं सामने वाले को कि आई एम नॉट लाइकिंग यू, बट मुझे करनी है ये मीटिंग, सो ऑफ कोर्स वो वाइब्स विल ट्रांसफर, तो वो भी फिर इतना इंटरेस्ट नहीं देगा, राइट? सो इफ यू हैव टू मैनेज स्ट्रेस, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ऑफ कोर्स डिसिप्लिन. सेकंड इज इफ यू आर टॉकिंग टू समवन, इफ यू आर अबाउट टू टॉक टू समवन, तो आप अपना माइंडसेट पहले ठीक करना पड़ेगा. फॉर दैट, मे बी यू आर लाइकिंग इट, मे बी यू आर नॉट. हम इतने लोगों से गो थ्रू करते हैं पूरे दिन में, वी आर नॉट लाइकिंग दैट पर्सन, बट वी हैव टू, राइट? सो माइंडसेट ठीक करना पड़ेगा ऑफ कोर्स फॉर दैट. So with that, with the help of the mindset, we will like talk politely, हमारा काम भी बनेगा of course, otherwise हम we will get frustrated, stressed and everything. तो stress हटाने के लिए basically अपना mindset ठीक करना पड़ता है, discipline में रहना पड़ता है. of course हम बोलते हैं यार discipline is like too outdated, too boring, but actually to manage the stress, discipline is the most important thing. In spirituality also, in corporate world also, if we don't talk about spirituality or something in practical life also, everything.
Right, great. So I remember, being so disciplined, and also, when I was practicing mindfulness, I was very, very, conscious of inculcating a habit of self love and gratitude. The moment I started doing that, I started liking myself, and suddenly everybody else around me, was good to me. That's one thing I think that, that is there in the energy. And gratitude, of course, that how abundant we are. We hardly realize that, and we keep focusing on the things that we don't have in life.
I
Instead, we could focus on things that, we have in life. It completely, washes away the stress over you. That's
right,
my
right.
belief. What do you think about it?
There are, ma'am, 2 points. Like, first is life is very simple. We only make it difficult by our mindset and everything. If we will, like, before talking to someone, let's talk to someone in our mind first. If we are talking positively in our mind, so we can talk like positively physically also. Like for example, मैं मन में अगर before this podcast यार मुझे I'm just giving example मुझे नहीं करना podcast but मुझे करना पड़ेगा, right? तो अब मैं अच्छे से नहीं बोल पाऊंगी, but if I am excited to do a podcast with you तो मैं अच्छे से कर पाऊंगी. So this is all about the mindset. So how you will like think, how will you will think about the person in your mind. So physically वही same gestures और वही same चीज के साथ कर दो, because we are humans, we can't be fake all the time, right? So रियलिटी निकलती ही है. तो बेसिकली अपना माइंडसेट पहले सुधारोगे तभी तुम वर्ल्ड को कुछ कर पाओगे.
So true, so true. I think it all starts from the mind and it ends
राइट
with the mind. If we can, just learn about mind management, we can not just change our lives and transform it, but also help others to get transformed. I think
राइट राइट राइट
it's very, very important to learn mind management, and it should start at school, believe me. I just wish that I was taught these things in school.
That's why my one of the books name is Out of Clutter Find Simplicity. Actually with simplicity only we can like live a life peacefully, not with
Great,
the clutter thing. Actually
great
clutter is
thought.
not that clutter in our mind also clutter is there.
Absolutely. Great thoughts, Medha. And I'm so thankful to you for sharing all your insights on spirituality and giving us a perspective on, the God's ways, something that I have personally never thought about. And if there is something that is, there, I mean, I would like to find out more about it. Thank you so much, Medha.
Thank you
And
for inviting me.
I hope we can do some work together in future.
Of course we will. Thank you
Looking
so much
forward.
for inviting me. Thank you so much. Have a good
Thank you,
day.
Medha. Thanks.